Hey guys, Raj, your property macha here. Alright guys, this is part 2 of how to handle burnout. Previously in part 1, I was on how to handle burnout. I was talking about what is burnout, and what are the symptoms of burnout. So in part 2 right here, I'm going to be talking about what are the strategies and what are the key points to actually look into on how to handle burnout. So let's just dive right in. Alright, number 1, identifying early warning signs. If you are a person who's working late hours at night consistently and also working 7 days a week, guys, you will have a problem later on. Please look into this ASAP, because later on you don't want to get all these unwanted problems. For example, one of it is burnout. So point number 2, identifying triggers. So try to identify what triggers you. It can come in various shape and form. For example, to give you few examples, I can actually look at people, the situations that you are in, and what are the tasks given to you. So in these three things, try to find out what triggers you, and once you find out which one is the trigger, try to avoid it. Don't go back into that, because that can actually cause burnout as well later on. Point number 3, increase resources. What do I mean by increased resources is, this point actually can go hand in hand. Delegation and working as a team. When you work as a team, that's a strength. That's a good thing, because more people on board with you, the better the outcome is. When you delegate your tasks to your team members who are good at it, for example, let's just say you're a salesperson who loves to do, or you're good at actually doing cold calling, lead generation, building relationship with your customers. Focus on that. Out of nowhere, let's just say someone actually comes and if you're not good at graphic designing or coding, delegate it to someone else so that you can focus on what you're good at. And then please use technology. Right now we are living in an age of technology. Everything is in your fingertips. Utilize it to the max. And also another point just to add on is, before doing a particular task, try to come up with a particular system or a framework on how it's going to be working. So before you actually do the particular task, you already planned everything out. So once you start doing it, it's going to be a smooth flow. Point number 4, switch off daily. What do I mean by switching off daily? Basically, completely shut down after your working hours. So let's just say you work from 9 to 5. After 5 onwards, don't think about work at all. Focus on other things. Family, friends, you want to go lepak here, you want to go do some exercise, walk in a park, by all means. But don't bring work to home. If possible, try not to do that, because that is actually quite important. Because as time goes, if you keep bringing work to home and you don't finish in your designated time, that's going to be a problem later on. And point number 5 is switch off weekly. What do I mean by switching off weekly? At least minimum once a week, try not to think about work, try not to do work at all if possible, because our body and mind needs that particular rest. Don't think about anything, just focus on other things in your life, because in life, work is not everything. You have other factors also around it. Work is part of your life, but work is not life. Remember that, guys. If can, once a day, or else try to take 2 days. Try to take 2 days. 2 days is even better. Alright guys, these are the 5 key points that I'm talking about in part 2. The rest I'll be talking in part 3. So stay tuned for part 3, and we'll dive into the balance on part 3 then. Take care guys. Have a good day. Ciao.